What it do, A-Bomb? What's up, TTC? soCal right here. You go turn on the light real quick. Not that good of a light, but let's fucking hope it works. I see you checking that out right there. Had to bring out the old school Ram logos right here with the Eric Dickerson on the brim. Eric Dickerson on the brim right there. So A-Bomb wants to talk history, huh? A-Bomb wants to put my Rams in his motherfucking mouth, huh? Well, here's my reply, Mr. A-Bomb. You want to talk about how your Niners, there's no comparison as far as history. 17-game losing streak. As much as I fucking hate to admit that shit happened. 17 games! That's tough. That's tough to come back on. As a matter of fact, that's like damn near impossible to come back and try to talk shit. But I'm soCal. And I rep my fucking team till I'm done. Casket dropping. So let's get into this. I'm not the one that likes to go and be in between the stats and be in between the records. But as most of you know, the first meeting between my Rams and those motherfucking San Francisco 49ers, October 1st, 1950, Kezar Stadium, San Francisco, California. Now, I'm not that old, but I know A-Bomb's much older than I. Don't know if you remember where Kezar Stadium is. You're from Stockton. But I know you know your history. And I'm sure you know where it's at. 35-14 victory over the Glitter Bitches. That was the first meeting. The most recent meeting, November 2nd, 2014, last year. At least I think it was November 2nd. I think so. 13-10, Rams victory. Most recent, first meeting. Rams win. I don't like the in-between shit. If you want to rely in between the sheets and in between the stats, go ahead. Be my guest. But it shows. We had the first win, and we had the most recent win. That's some history for your ass. There's 131 meetings between the Rams and the Niners. 65, 63, and 3. With the Niners leading, of course. For a team that has 17 motherfucking straight wins over my team, we are not too far apart. We are not at all. 2 more games. So all that shit you just said is fucking bullshit. Irrelevant. Heck, with 17 straight fucking wins over us, you would think that fucking record would be 65-20-3. The largest lead between the Rams and Niners. The largest victory, 56-7. Rams win. That's a fucking ass whipping. I'm sorry, A-Bomb, but I failed to see what the fuck you mean. I just explained it right now. How the fuck does that even have... Let's talk about history. Because your team loves to fall back on history, as we all know. That's all you have is old history. Got my son right there trying to fucking photobomb this shit. It's alright though. He's another diehard Rams fan just like his daddy. Lost my train of thought. So like I said, A-Bomb, you may have 17 straight wins over my Rams. But history speaks for itself. 65, 63, and 3. Not too much far off like I was saying. As a matter of fact, that's pretty fucking pathetic coming from a team that's an empire that claims to shit on every fucking team in the NFC West. So then you want to go on and talk about footsteps. And how I would say one of the most explosive quarterbacks in Rams history, Mr. Jim Everett. That killed me there, man. That fucking killed me because that happened as well. Jim Everett, Chris Everett, as Jim Rome likes to call him, did go down. He did give in. He was afraid. Heck, I'd be afraid too if I was getting ramsacked like he was or getting fucked up like he was by your defense. I would be afraid. But that's no longer, that's history, which you guys love to fall back on. Let's not forget after that 17 game winning streak you had on us, let's not forget what happened in 1999 when we met up again. I have the clip.
You talk about one team having a stranglehold over the other. The San Francisco 49ers have beaten the Rams 17 straight times. Last time the Rams won at all against the Niners, 1990. Last time they won at home against the Niners, 1986. Of course, they were the Los Angeles Rams then. This is some heavy baggage at the TWA Dome. Better check that bag, sir. That's a little bit too much to carry on. Steve Young, are you playing? No, I'm not playing. Kurt Warner, are you playing? Oh, yeah. 9 TDs in 3 weeks for the arena football star going in, and he was just warming up. The Reverend Isaac Bruce, touchdown, 7-0, first drive Rams. Next possession for the Niners, Jeff Garcia. He felt like Grateful Dead. Incomplete. Niners punt, Tom.
Yeah, now watch Lawrence Phillips at the running back position. You've got 2 blitzers coming. You have to pick up the inside blitzer, allow the quarterback the extra time to release the football. He makes a bad decision there in the blocking scheme.
So, Rams' second possession, first quarter. Warner, Torrey Holt, Darnell Walker, nowhere to be found. 49 yards, knocked out at the 5. First and goal on the next play. And they go right for the jugular, Tom. Warner to Isaac Bruce, touchdown, 14-0, the Rams.
Yeah, and this is how simple it can be. Watch Isaac Bruce create the space at the line of scrimmage. He starts on the hash mark. He fades to the numbers, gives himself about 5 yards of space, and a nice throw there from Kurt Warner.
First play of the drive. Warner, Isaac Bruce, Lance Sergeant Schulters unfortunately knows nothing on this play. 45 yards, 21-3 Rams. It's the first quarter. In the first half, Warner with no 4 touchdown passes. It's 28-17. Niners have battled back to 28-20. Tony Horn of 20. You think Wade Ritchie's going to get him? No, Lionel Richie had a better chance. Let's get him go. Okay, go. Oh. No way, 97 yards! 35-20 Rams, and they're not done. Warner, Isaac Bruce, 4th touchdown of the game for Isaac Bruce. So how about this? Bruce, but everybody in St. Louis could fire the ball into the stands, huh? And fire it all over the field. This team has been around since what? The Cleveland Rams? Bob Shaw, Crazy Legs Hirsch, Harold Jackson. First 60 years of this franchise, 3 guys have 4 touchdowns in 1 game. The last 2 weeks, 2 guys have 4 touchdowns in 1 game. Oz Hakeem and Isaac Bruce now in the Rams record books. And how about this, Tom? As the St. Louis Rams, A, are the last undefeated team left in football. B, they break that.
Bring back some fucking memories? Does it bring it back to you? 42 to motherfucking 20? And if you remember that game, which I know you do, we showed mercy on your fucking Niners. Kneeling down at the 1 yard line. We could have fucking took it in one more goddamn time with Marshall Faulk, or hit Isaac Bruce, or hit Torrey Holt. But no, we took mercy on your motherfucking team. Kneeling at the 1 yard line to end the game. Terrell Owens only had but fucking 4 receptions. Maybe 60 yards. Rice had less than 50. You tell me who the fuck runs that shit? Let's talk some more about that history. You remember that day? I'm not too sure of the date. I know it was week 3. But by a man by the name of Aeneas Williams, retired as a Ram. Played, I believe, 4, maybe 5 seasons with the Rams. But before that, he put a devastating hit on your franchise quarterback, Steve Young. I have that clip as well. Let's check it out.
Rather than the birth of a dynasty, the 1998 NFC wildcard game may be instead remembered as marking the end of one.
This time he takes a pretty good hit and he's not moving. Young's been hurt.
3 games into the following season, Steve Young was injured and forced to retire. The 49ers struggled to...
Ooh! Some may say, at least I say, that day when Aeneas Williams fucked Steve Young's career and ended it that day. Heck, he wasn't wearing a Rams jersey. If he would have been, this would have way more leverage. But he doesn't. He wasn't wearing a Rams jersey that day. As a matter of fact, he was wearing an Arizona Cardinal jersey that day. So shouts out to the Arizona team. I am forever indebted to Aeneas Williams for that day. Because for that day, the greatest show on turf might have never even happened. I'm sure you guys hate that day. But let's talk about it. If Aeneas Williams would have never hit him, hell, we would have had some great fucking teams. Or some great times, I'm sorry. Some great times as far as that rivalry goes. Steve Young. A young Terrell Owens. A young Jerry Rice. A beast of a man by the name of Garrison Hurst. Going against Warner. Marshall Faulk. Torrey Holt. Isaac Bruce. Hakeem. You want to talk about some fucking games? Those would have been some high-scoring motherfucking games. But it didn't work out that way. When Aeneas Williams hit Steve Young, that ended the dynasty. Your dynasty ended that day. Killed it. Nowhere to be found again. Empire fell that day. Week 3.